Hello my friends, I'm the Evangelion expert, and before this video begins, I'd like to give a special shout out to one of my new recent follows. Sorry, I had to click off this so I can go look him up. So, to my new follower, or subscriber, GoMarkX1, thank you for subscribing, and sorry it took 5 days after you subscribed for me to say thank you. And now let's get on to the video. Later, my friends. Hello, my friends. I'm the Evangelion expert, and welcome to DragonBlock Minecraft. After a long time away, and I decided it was about time to come back. Now, the reason I was gone was A, because work left me feeling not really wanting to record, so I just didn't. So I don't remember anything of what I was doing in my last game, or in the last episode, and I could go back and watch it, but I'm not going to. So for now, I'm just going to head back to base, because I still remember where that is. And then I'm going to update you on everything that's happened between the last episode and now. Which I could probably just do now, because it's going to be a little bit of a flight. But basically, work has been nothing but killer, and has left me very unwilling to want to record anything, which you gotta have the willingness to record in order to want to record. But that being said, it's good to be back recording again. Also, in the meantime, I also got a new game to play. Actually, I got 2 new games. He's wearing a minion on his head. Why is there a minion floating on your head? Give me that. Why did he what? It must be Halloween. That's why you guys are wearing them. Is that why you guys are wearing them? Why aren't you being festive? But that being said, I got 2 new games, and one just came out on the 25th, and that was The Outer Worlds, which I do really want to do a video in, because I just love that game, and it's pretty much everything that I hoped a, in space Bethesda style / BioWare style RPG would be. So there I go, I have a good game to play. But before I got The Outer Worlds, I got Risk of Rain 2, and that game, my god, that game is simple, but it's addictive. I mean, I've gotten all the characters except for Rex is the only character I don't have, but I can get him very easily. But man, there's so many great games, and I definitely have to do videos, and basically I definitely want to do a video on Risk of Rain 2 and a video on The Outer Worlds. Now, I'm not going to do a complete playthrough of The Outer Worlds unless it's a huge demand, which, I will do. Because I do enjoy playing the game. Because the game's amazing. I'm just trying to find out where my home is. Wait, it's probably going to be this way. Since the game is really amazing, and I just actually decided to restart my game, because I decided I wanted to make sure I actually got some, I definitely like that I focused on, speech skills and a little bit of engineering, and, but mainly speech. I started going a little bit more combat oriented until, a little bit later in the playthrough I was doing before I restarted. So when I restarted, I decided to go more stealth / thief. So I went and made myself I focused on, what did I focus on? I focused on lockpicking and long guns as my 2 things I would focus on, but eventually I'm going to build up my science skill and stuff like that. But, other than that, that's all that's been happening. There's not really been anything big in my life other than work. But I think today we are definitely going to go fly out to Namek and beat the piss out of any people there on Namek. And I just realized I might want to actually bring some armor. So that way, if something goes wrong, I can, or at least when I get attacked, which is inevitable, because I'm going to be fighting all of Frieza's men. I'll be prepared. Just let me grab all this stuff. And done. I'm not going to worry about painting it. It doesn't really matter to me if it has any color to it. I'm going to take one of these, one of these, one of these. That way I have a place so I can cook dino meat. Because Namek has an abundance of dinosaurs. So, got that to look forward to. Let me just put this here. Get in here. On. Select. Okay. And then we'll go Namek, because then we'll start. I want to go through and do some saga system stuff before I start doing my, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to build an end portal at my base, because I don't feel like going hunting it down. I mean, I could just spawn in the Eyes of Ender and hunt them down that way. You get out of here. Thank you. Then I'll get them that way, so... Whoop. Yeah, and this time I remembered to pick up my ship. So, I'll probably build the portal. That way I can have an epic confrontation with the Ender Dragon. But that's not going to be for a little bit. At least until I see the full, totality of this mod and its saga system. But there's also another thing I have to show. If you notice, I have multiple forms. I did max out my super form. So I can ascend to Super Saiyan 3 if I want to. But I'm not going to. I'm going to stick with this being my... If I change it to this, then I'll be able to go Super Saiyan 3. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to stay in Super Saiyan Grade 2. I think that's what it is. Yep, Super Saiyan Grade 2. So I'll stay in that, so I'm not I'm not too overpowered. And then when we get close, when we get into the Cell Saga, then I'll switch over to Super Saiyan 2. Probably after I fight Cell. At least after I fight Imperfect Cell. The one semi-attack, no, it's not imperfect. Imperfect would be the first version of Cell. It'd be Imperfect Cell that I would, wanna, it'd be semi-perfect that I'd stay up to, and then when Perfect Cell comes, then I can use the Super Saiyan 2, because the Super Saiyan form is Mastered Super Saiyan, so it'd be able to fit better than, just hopping over straight to Super Saiyan 3 in the middle of a fight. Now I'm going to farm up some dino meat, then build a little hidey hole so I can cook all this meat that I'm going to need. Alright. Oh, I forgot I got that. Uh-oh. I'm about to turn into an Ozaru. I'm an Ozaru now. And yes, I could probably, if I really want to, I could definitely go Super Saiyan 4. I definitely meet the prerequisites to go Super Saiyan 4. Because I'm pretty sure I can transform into, yep, I'm going to transform into the Super Saiyan Golden 8. Yeah, so if I really want to, I can push all the way into Super Saiyan 4. Now, should I? Probably not. Because that would give me a little, I mean, of course, the most powerful form in this game, I think, is Super Saiyan Blue / I think Ultra Instinct, because Ultra Instinct is in the mod. You just have to, I think you have to be down to 20% health, have the God, and have Super Saiyan Blue, and then you'll be able to go Ultra Instinct, which allows you to dodge. I think it increases your dodge ability to 80%, so pretty much you have a very, it's going to be very hard to hit you. But I think I can go Super Saiyan 4. I'm just going to do it. Why not? Yep. Yep, I'm Super Saiyan 4 now. So now I'll have the ability to go Super Saiyan 4 if I, really want to. But I'm not going to, because now if you see, I have Super Saiyan 4. So instead of having to go through all the Super Saiyan stages, I can just jump right into Super Saiyan 4. So we're not going to do that. Not yet, at least. Not until it's time. I'm going to save that form. I mean, okay, I think using Super Saiyan Blue would be as high as I would want to use for the Ender Dragon. Because I don't think... I mean, personally speaking, Super Saiyan 4, I prefer Super Saiyan 4 aesthetically. I think it's the better looking form than Super Saiyan Blue. But it's whether or not which form you would be considered more powerful, the Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan 4. In my opinion, it would make sense that Super Saiyan Blue would be more powerful since it's God's Ki and it's different than normal Ki. But then again, Super Saiyan Blue is kind of ineffective when it comes to like fighting. It doesn't tend to get the job done. I mean, yes, it's good for Ki control. That's where Super Saiyan Blue pretty much wins the day. That's what it's very good for, is just controlling your Ki, which allows Goku to use Kaioken. But after that, I don't think there's really much like advantage over, going blue. Like even like Super Saiyan God is like a better transformation because it doesn't use up as much power, but you also get, you're not gonna. Well, basically, you're just not using up much power in the transformation itself. Because I believe that's what we said was the downside of Super Saiyan Blue, was transforming into it repeatedly. Every time you transform into it, it drains a good amount of stamina. So you can only do that form a few times. But of course, Dragon Ball logic means they just took that and threw it out the, window. I'm gonna increase my mic a tad bit. Is this better? It looks better. So in my mind, it would make sense that Super Saiyan 4 would be a tad bit stronger. But then again, I'm not gonna go off of what Dragon Ball Super did, which pretty much I think Dragon Ball Super made Blue stronger than 4. I mean, they looked like they were even, but I think in the manga they made them. But then again, it doesn't matter to me. I prefer Super Saiyan 4 because it just looks cooler. And I think it's more intimidating than the Super Saiyan Blue form. Then again, I think Super Saiyan 3 is more intimidating than Blue. Because Super Saiyan 3 almost comes off as a personality change depending on who uses it. Like when Goku uses it, it's like it's the one thing I like about the way they present Super Saiyan 3 is when Goku changes into that form, his voice, he gets that low voice, like that very serious I'm about to ruin your day voice. And that's why I like that form. I need to power down. Just using too much Ki. So, personally speaking, I would rather go with Super Saiyan 4 just over its aesthetic look than staying with Super Saiyan Blue, but honestly, it doesn't matter because it's like the one problem with Blue is there's like story-wise, they've never really used it well. I mean, even its introduction in the Frieza in Resurrection of F wasn't that spectacular. Like, if you want to see how Super Saiyan Blue should have been, shown off, go watch Dragon Ball Super Broly and watch when Goku transforms into Super Saiyan Blue. Now that's how you introduce Super Saiyan Blue. Because that gave Super Saiyan Blue it gave Super Saiyan Blue weight. And the one thing that movie did well was actually show that Super Saiyan 4, or not Super Saiyan 4, but Super Saiyan Blue was no pushover. Like, when Goku went Super Saiyan Blue against, the normal, powered up Broly, it was game over for Broly. Broly wasn't going to win that fight. I don't care what you say. Broly was nowhere near, getting to that level where he was going to adapt in his current state to Super Saiyan Blue. Now, that's not to say he couldn't, but he needed to go Super Saiyan. If he didn't go Super Saiyan, he would have been stuck in his, he would have been just getting the shit kicked out of him. Because even then, I it's one of those cases where I don't know how everyone else feels, but is it me or do you guys like prefer Broly's Super Saiyan, you know, that Super Broly form, the one with his black hair and the yellow eyes, over like his old, Super Saiyan look, the one that gives him the, the no pupil eyes, the green hair. That's what, like, I like his other look because it gives him facial expression. Like, they did a lot with his facial expression when he was in his powered up form, especially when he was fighting Gogeta, and Gogeta was just wailing on him because it was that kind of look. They were able to at least animate fear in Broly, and very rarely do you see Broly afraid of anything. So being able to put that in Broly and make it effective, of course, it doesn't help that people love Broly. You know, even I love Broly in that movie. He's just how else would you describe him? He's one giant, super strong puppy. That's why I think that's why everyone loves him. He's adorable, but at the same time, it's like you can't hate on him. He's like Goku. It's like with Goku, like when we first met him in Dragon Ball, it's like you have this innocent child that just has an immense level of strength. Even though Goku didn't have that, he got progressively stronger. He wasn't that strong, but compared to most immortals on Earth, Goku was pretty damn strong. Eventually, he met, his match, and then he would have to get stronger, and then Goku's obsession with fighting began, and, well, we all know where it led. That led to Goku, led to everyone thinking Goku just plunged the universe into mortal, danger by suggesting to Xeno that the universe should have a fighting chance. That's the one thing about Super I think a lot of people need to understand. If Goku did not suggest, that, Xeno would have just wiped everything out. And that's the one thing with Xeno, is he's a child, but you want to know what's scary? When a child is making the decisions. And a child just goes, no, dead. So, it's like, that's the one thing you don't do. You don't sleep on Xeno, because even though he's a child, he will fuck you up. And, that's one of those things, like, I think people forget about Xeno. I wonder if it hit anything. I aimed it right at... Oh, I hit something. Well, that's a start. Yeah, I was like, did it hit anything? All I saw was blue. Alright. Cool. I got that. And again, I know this is healing stuff, but I wonder if I could eat it. I know that's like a very Goku thing to do, and it's like you see some green plant and you're just like, ooh, can I eat this? I think that more sounded like Gohan. It's one of those things I need to go back and rewatch. I need to go back and rewatch Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Is there a... I hear a spider. Why is there a spider on Namek? I mean, not to say it's nothing wrong with there being a spider on Namek. It's just... It's odd. Just random ass spider on Namek. I'll blow up this goddamn world to find you, Mr. Spider. Why are you guys on Namek? Why you guys... Get off Namek. You guys shouldn't be here. Unless there's a dungeon under here, which would be funny. Oh well, let's go back to my base. So, I'm trying to remember what I was saying before I got sidetracked by the spider noise. Oh, look, Namekian Dragon Ball. Yoink. Oh yeah, I have to go watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged again. I have to rewatch it now that they finished, and I remember like the people who would take like season 1, and then it'd be like a 2-hour, a 2-hour video, and just sit there and just binge watch that. That was like, that's the one thing I love about Dragon Ball, when fans, especially like Team 4-Star, Team 4-Star. That's something that I'd say that those group of guys understand Dragon Ball a lot better than most people around these days. Like, this is the one thing I say about Dragon Ball is like, it's not a hard concept to understand, but somehow like the people who are supposed to be working on the series don't understand Dragon Ball at all. It's like, I mean, I know it's like, well, how about Akira Toriyama? Is he one of the ones? Like, oh, honestly, I can't blame Akira because, I mean, I think yes, he definitely needs an editor to tell him, hey, I don't think this is gonna work the way you think it's gonna work. Because, like, there's a lot of, like, moments in, you know, Dragon Ball Super that, like, could have been better. Like, going back to this, like, it seems like Dragon Ball has these tropes that they keep going down, which is what's hurting them a lot. Like, going down, like, the villain that's immortal, so you have to, you know, you can't win by pretty much at all without a MacGuffin. That's, like, that's one of those things that sucked about the Zamatsu arc. Like, if they would have just kept just Goku Black and like, you know, oh, like Zamasu, you know, traded bodies, kept that, but never introduced an immortal Zamatsu. It's like, I would just been fine with just an evil Goku. Or better yet, would have been better if, like, the other Zamasu then took over Vegeta. So then you had an evil Vegeta and then an evil Goku. And you had both of those guys versus our normal guys. That would have been better than what we got, because then you would have gotten... Think about that. You could have gotten Vegito Black versus Vegito Blue. Just think about that, you know, that idea. Just taking, taking this idea of not, of thinking things a little bit better. You could have had such a better arc. Because imagine the impact on Trunks. It's like, yes, Goku destroying stuff is one thing. His dad destroying things is another thing. So they missed the ball on that. It's like, I would have loved to see like an evil Vegeta beat the piss out of his evil self. Just, pretty much be just like, remember like the speech he gives Goku Black when he's just wailing on him about how Goku Black doesn't know, doesn't understand how to properly utilize Goku's, power, and his body. Just imagine that, just like him telling them like, well, you don't understand how to use my body. It's like, you can't use my body at all. It's like, you suck at it, so why are you even trying? And it would make sense. Like, that's the thing I think Goku, like a Goku Black and a Vegeta Black, if you had those two, it's like, you could have had, it should end the same way. I think it should end with Trunks. It's Trunks' arc. I think it should end with Trunks getting the victory. Because, honestly, yes, the thing with Goku Black was after they trained, after they kept coming back and they would lose and then they would go back and Vegeta trained and they trained some more, they eventually were able to overcome, Goku Black. Yes, Goku Black started to get stronger, but, they were just like, okay, we're not going to win this fight, let's just fuse because these mortals are getting out of hand. So they fused, and we got, Zamatsu who cried, which was one of my favorite moments in all of Dragon Ball Super, was a villain just crying, and Goku's face. I mean, I love Goku's, like, confused face, like, what the fuck is he doing? It's like, is this the guy I'm supposed to beat up? Because I don't want to beat him up because he's kind of pathetic. And that's the thing with Zamasu. He's fucking pathetic. But that's just because the writers wrote him terribly. So, he gets stuck with being the pathetic, villain who couldn't beat these two guys and just kept letting them disappear into the past. So, after, like, the Trunks arc, I think Tournament Power is definitely better. It's not the best arc in the Dragon Ball saga, because I honestly think Frieza's, the Namekian arc was better. At least my personal favorite was Namek, because of, like, I remember the image of, of seeing Goku fight Frieza on Toonami, and just watching that fight. So, like, that's burned into my mind, so I'm kind of biased towards that. But at the same time, like, the Cell arc is infinitely... I think it's better than Namek's arc because of just that sheer awesome moment with Gohan. Alright, let's do some Saga system. To protect! I was going to say for myself. Oh, this. Okie dokie. Oh, God. Let's fight. Oh, looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again. Ow, why do you guys have to blow that shit up in my face? I wish I could punch these back. I kind of wish I could. Just, like, slap them out of midair. Ow, 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 ow. I'm gonna keep beating you guys until... The one thing I dislike is this spam. You wanna spam Ki Blast, buddy? You wanna spam Ki... I can do that too. Let's just see. Let's just get one of you. Did it at least get one of you? Ow. Doesn't look like it. I'm coming in! Coming in hot! Alright. And most of the time, these guys bunch up and they just kill each other. They're just kind of like... It's like, these guys have no, like, spatial... We're like... That's the one downside of these, like... Of the way the AI treats fighting in this mod is... They just shoot off their Ki Blast. They don't care. And I don't think I got them all. Ow. Go away, Mr. Dino. I had to beat you up. Didn't want to do that, Mr. Dino. Alright, let me just go up here. Even though I'm just going to float back down. So let's see. Yep, see, that's the thing. They kill each other. So it just ends, you know, you have to just fight them again because they're going to kill each other. Not much you can do. Oh, I don't need that. I don't need to change difficulty. Start!
I call upon the trees and the water, the sun, the moon and the stars, the plants and the animals, all living things. Let me share your power.
On any normal day, you guys would have been vaporized by that. I'm just gonna go from 1 and 2. Ow. Yeah. Gotta watch my base. It's over here. I'm gonna come get you. And away I go. Okay, guys. I'm not gonna hit you with the spirit bomb again because I'll just be. I am going to plant my foot up your ass. I'd go Super Saiyan, but it just seems like it'd be mean. Even as a grade 2 Super... Actually, I don't think I switched. Did I switch it back out? Because I don't want to transform when I'm fighting Frieza into a Super Saiyan 4. That'd be awkward. I mean, yes, for Frieza, I'd just be fighting another monkey. Is my base okay? It should be somewhere over here. Nope, I think they blew it the fuck up. Oh, no, actually, no, there it is. No. That guy's alive. I appreciate that you guys can take a burning attack to the face. But honestly, if this mod was a little bit more faithful, then at my current power level, it should just be One Punch Man season. Flying away! These dickheads actually hurt because I didn't put... When I upgraded my character, I didn't put a lot into, like... I mean, I put a little bit into my, like, defense so I could take a beating if I needed to. But I never really... Because, see... This is what you need to... Like, this increases your body. Which I believe is your defense. No, dexterity. Like, if I was to max this out, I'd probably be a little bit better. My melee damage isn't that great. It's only at 40 because I haven't really increased it. Because I put more into this stuff than I did anything else. I mean, I could put, you know, more into potential unlock, which gives me a little bit more use. You know, I can go a little bit farther than. I think my current max. Let's see. Oh, I'm about to transform. Don't need to transform. Yeah, it looks like my max is 65. If I was to put more in, let's see. I believe my max would go up to at least 70. Because it's 39 training points. I'll just max out F5. Let's see. Nope, I'm starting to transform again. So yeah, my max is back to 75. So, well, it does give me one hell of a boost in strength, especially when I do this. I release my power and I can deal a hell of a lot more damage. I mean, where that's gonna come in handy is when I turn Super Saiyan. But I definitely need to increase my stamina. I need to get more meat so I can at least replenish my stock. Because I believe I have to fight Queen next, and then it's Zarbon or Dodoria. It's either Queen. I think it's Queen and Dodoria. I will wreck your shit, Mr. Dinos. So it'd be Kui, and then Dodoria, and then Zarbon, and then it'd be the Ginyu Force, and then finally it'd be Lord Frieza, which would mean I would finally whip out the Super. I can go Super. Ow! I'm gonna go Super Saiyan on you guys. Like, see how fast it takes? Like, in my powered up form, when I'm just using my release, I kill these guys in 2 shots. Like, God forbid what my burning attack does, but I don't want to shoot it into the Namekian village. That just seems mean, because I already blew up half their real estate. So I'm just going to aim for this guy and hope to God no Namekians get caught in crossfire. See, most of my key attack isn't that great, but my melee attack is just serviceable, so I can just bam, 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 bam. I remember in the original mod where just like any little action would, like just walking around would give you training points. So like even like fighting these mods, like you can just farm out the it's raining on Namek. Somebody summon Porunga. I remember when I originally played this mod for the first time, I actually ran into Porunga just wandering around. So I think what happened was the Dragon Balls actually landed in the formation. They have to land it. You have to put them in an H formation. So I have a feeling they landed in an H formation when they spawned. So you just had Porunga walking around. I'm just like, that's odd to see just Porunga just chilling out, just like, with not a care in the world. I could probably power back down. I don't need to stay in my powered up state. So after this, I'm gonna go through Kui, Zarbon, Kui, Dodoria, and Zarbon, and then we'll call it, because I don't want this video going too long. Just long enough, you know. It's a good return. Which, mind you, also I have to do another thing too. The one thing I am going to start doing in my videos is I'm going to definitely be doing reading the names of the people who subscribe to me. So I do have a new subscriber, which I think what I need to do is I need to make a separate video to go in the front of this, so that way it's in the beginning of the video instead of at the end. So if they watch the video, they don't have to watch through, you know, let's say this video ends now, it's 34 minutes of me talking for them to, you know, get, you know, for me to read their name. And then if it gets too much, you know, where too many people are subscribing, one can dream, then I'll do a whole separate video reading the names of everyone who subscribed, which all I can think of is just like imagine. I can only imagine if somebody like Markiplier did that. It's like I also need to meet him. It's like whoa. I was like I have a lot of goals. Like one of my goals, I want to actually just like sit down and talk to certain people. Like I want to have a just like sit and just have a casual chat with just Markiplier, because he sounds like a he's a, from all accounts, he's a very chilled, very nice dude. I'm powering up, Mr. Dino. Stop kicking me. Stop hitting me in the side of the head. I am powering up. You mind? Stop. Stop. Why are you on Namek? I didn't bring you with me. I swear to God, if I get hit by a lightning bolt, that'd be fucking cool. I was about to say, that Namekian, I thought that Namekian was a slime for a second, and I was about to burning attack it into next Wednesday. I'm gonna go on this island over here, so that way I don't blow up more of the Namekian real estate with my fights. Training. Nope, Saga system to protect. Kill Kui. Stronger than me? No way. There is no one stronger. Kui, my friend. You precious little bear, you. You precious little... Ow. You think there's no one stronger than you? You're just Kui. You're Kui. I need to eat. I need to raise my defense. When I inevitably spawn in all my my points, because I typically do 50, I'm probably gonna have to upgrade it to like 5,000 or 500,000 training points at a time. Why are you here, Mr. Zombie? Go home. You too. You guys quit it. I feel like that should have just killed more of you than what it did.
I call upon the trees and the water.
I'm a Super Saiyan grade 3, I think? Or am I grade 2?
All living things.
Let me see, what grade? Alright, I'm Super Saiyan grade 3. And I just nuked. Alright. Power back down. I think I just nuked the meat out of here. Go away, Mr. Hey! That's not yours, it's mine. I get the dino meat, not you. Let me heal up. Definitely. Oh, I'm definitely going to put more into stamina because, or into my defense because that was, what the fuck? Dino, get out of my way. There is a little child zombie riding a fucking chicken. That is fantastic. You are free. I never knew the child zombies could ride chickens. That's cool. Now there's a chicken on Namek. Now you're going to the other world. Go join your brethren. Alright, next is Dodoria. And the same thing. To protect, I'm going to fight Dodoria. If you dare, I'm the strongest. Did you guys stupidly forget who you work for? Because I have a feeling you guys forget you work for fucking Frieza. You aren't the strongest. You're the strongest if Frieza works for you. God damn. Let's see. What Zarbon going to say? Well, it looks like Zarbon must fight or be killed by Frieza. Well, he'll be killed anyway if he's in your way. Well, at least it wasn't a case of I'm the strongest, because I swear I would have just done this, gone this, just for Zarbon's sake, because I'm pretty sure he's thinking it. He thinks he's the strongest. I am right now in full power Super Saiyan. Now I push it a little further. As you can hear, I'm in Super Saiyan 2. So, let's do a little experiment. How long do you think Zarbon is going to last against a Super Saiyan 2? Let's find out. And also, yes, just for the sake of the experiment, we're going to hit Zarbon with the Spirit Bomb.
I call upon the trees and the water, the sun.
A Super Saiyan 2 Spirit Bomb! How long did he last? Oh, well, he took one shot. He took one shot pretty well. Now let's see how he handles my fist. Oh, he can handle it. Well, he's handling it just fine. And he's dead. I didn't think he'd last. That's a weird thing. I would think I would be able to demolish these guys, demolish them with, without any trouble. Especially when you're throwing Super Saiyan 2 charged spirit bombs. I mean, I could always just go Super Saiyan 3. Which looks fantastic. Now, will you guys survive?
I call upon the trees and the water, the sun, the moon and the stars, the
I think
plants and the animals.
I wonder which one. I don't remember which one which. I think the top is the power it does. Let's see. Yeah. Well, the Super Saiyan 3 Spirit Bomb was able to wipe them out. I could always create my own attack if I really wanted to. I could create an attack with my own special attack that just does infinite amount of damage. It's the one thing about, staying in Super Saiyan 3 is it drains your ki. So I'm just gonna head back into my cave. I'm gonna hang out over in my cave. Right after I find the entrance. Oh, there it is. Quick, I'm gonna tickle you. I tickle too hard. Alright. Power down. I don't need to be staying at Super Saiyan 3. Oh, my armor's terrible. I should have brought more of the ore. But, for now, I think that's where we're going to end this video. I'm going to eat some meat. So I can just do this. And then do this. And then do this for the fun of it. And just hang out and then end this video as a Super Saiyan 4. And my hair goes right through my chest. Alright. So, I don't know when's the next time I'm going to record DragonBlock. I will definitely try and do it in probably another few days. I do have to work tomorrow, so it's a maybe. If I feel up to it, I'll record an episode tomorrow. But, who knows when I'll do it. But, until then, thank you guys for watching. I'm the Evangelion Expert, or Walter, whichever one you prefer. And I will see you guys in the next video. Later, my friends.